Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is the Asus Rog Strix Flare, a mechanical gaming keyboard from Asus, and this is an unboxing video to talk you through what's in the box and discuss some of the features as well as an initial overview of how I felt about this keyboard in comparison with other devices I've tested. The Strix Flare is relatively new. Now, before I get started, please bear in mind that this has been unboxed and used by someone else. Some of the devices I get in are previously used by other people, but give you a good insight of what you get in the box anyway. Now, this is the Cherry MX RGB switch version, which comes with red switches, and those are quite comfortable to use actually. I found it surprisingly good. It is a nice keyboard for a day-to-day basis. And underneath you get some pretty swish packaging. That includes some Republic of Gamers stickers and a customisable faceplate thing that you can put into the top, which I'll show you in a bit. That's swappable and allows you to customise it to your own look and feel if you want to put some stuff in there. Also has RGB lighting and some interesting underlighting from some side lighting, which I'll show you. It allows an underglow. This works with the Asus Rog Armoury software, which allows you to customize the lighting across multiple devices, which I will also demonstrate in this video. And it does come with a wrist rest, I'm pleased to report. I'm a big fan of wrist rests. If you've seen my other keyboard videos, you'll know that already. This one is plastic, but it comes with a dual textured finish, which I'll show you in a minute. You can see the right hand side has a slight texture to it, which isn't terribly noticeable when you're using it, but it looks quite stylish. It also has some raised bars at the top. Those raised bars allow you to connect the keyboard to the wrist rest and vice versa. With ease, it hasn't got any clips that could accidentally get broken, which is nice. Things you'll immediately spy is the keyboard comes with dual USB connections, which is pretty common for RGB keyboards. It also has the Republic of Gamers logo emblazoned on the spacebar. You can see that the wrist rest fits easily onto the keyboard. And this demonstration gives you an idea of what the typing sounds are like. It actually sounds a bit louder in this video than it is in reality. It's not too painful. I've seen other keyboards that are much louder. And there's a look at the switches themselves. As I said, this is with the Cherry MX RGB switches and the red switches. Give you a good actuation. It's quite comfortable to use, both for gaming and for everyday typing, which is nice. It's good to get a good balance between those two. It's not a bad little keyboard actually. It doesn't have many facets to it. It's capable of macro programs and recording your own macros to specific keys. As I mentioned, there is this little faceplate at the top which you can swap out with a blank one that's contained within the box. You'll see there's a little Republic of Gamers logo emblazoned on there, and that slots quite easily into the top. When the RGB lighting is in effect, you'll see that gets nicely lit up. Inside the packaging here, you'll also see not only the instruction manual, but the Republic of Gamers stickers. I don't really know why they didn't include some smaller stickers that you could put on the faceplate, but I guess you could put your own stickers on there, or maybe etch it if you wanted, because it's just a bit of plastic basically. So you could blank it out if you don't want the ROG logo, but I must say actually I think I'd prefer it with the standard logo on there. It looks pretty swish. The keyboard itself, you'll see, has a wheel at the top, which is a volume wheel. That actually is slightly rubber textured, which is quite comfortable. It does look metal from here, but it isn't. The keyboard itself is also plastic throughout. It looks like a brushed metal, but it isn't. At the top, you'll also have the Windows blanking key, brightness for the RGB lighting, and the media easy access media keys. Beyond that, there's not much really. It's pretty plain design in terms of the buttons included. There's no extra macro buttons. Macros are recorded directly onto the keys themselves. Now here you can see it plugged in, and I'll just quickly go through some of the lighting effects within the Asus ROG Armoury software. So customization of the lighting allows you to switch between a variety of different facets in terms of lighting. Gives you a good selection of choice, which is always nice. So you can sync the lighting up, or you can set it to a variety of other settings, which include, but are not limited to, breathing, static, color cycle, wave, reactive, ripple, starry night, quicksand, raindrop, and custom effects. One of the things I really liked actually is the reactive version not only comes with a single color mode, but also double and randomized, which I'll show you in a minute. This was in the middle of the day this video was recorded, but you can see it's fairly bright. I think there's 5 presses between the lightness on and off and the various settings from low to high. And you can see it actually is nicely lit. I do like it with the blue hue, that's one of my favourite settings, but you can see other colours that also look pretty good. The breathing effects and all the other sort of saturation colours, and the ability to pick from a colour palette is pretty easy to do, and it looks nice. It's nicely done. It's not overpowering and works well. The highlight is probably the underglow, which you get from the large LED strips on either end. And just to quickly show you, that's what the key looks like off again, with the lighting fully on display. You can see there's only one lighting node there, but it still manages to offer quite a lot of light, bleed on the edges, and a good bit of lighting. It works well during the day, but also at night too. Reactive is one of the fun ones to use, I think. Although I don't feel like the length is long enough. This is set to a long duration. And it stays for a minute, but then it disappears. Now you can have a single colour on this, as I was saying, or you can have double colours, or it randomises it, which is quite nice. I see that flexibility. You don't see that very often with other keyboards. And the software makes it easy to do. But you can see here I've set it to use 2 different colours. And then the randomized version, which basically selects random colours with each key press. Again, I don't think it hangs around quite long enough. I'd like to be able to see that a bit longer, personally, but that's a small gripe to have with an otherwise pretty decent keyboard. This is the ripple mode, which again looks pretty sweet and gives you a nice effect. So there's a number of different effects to choose from. You can set up profiles and you can set for light sync across various devices. So here I have a ROG mouse, and you can see that it now glows with the breathing effect in the same way as the keyboard, and that's synced nice and easily. This isn't something specific to Asus. There's quite a few different manufacturers that do this. So there you go. Pretty good keyboard from Asus. Well worth a look at. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. Please like, subscribe, and come back for more in future. I'm hoping to get hold of a Corsair waterproof keyboard next. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by.